The topic I have chose to research is what are the air impacts of burning coal for energy? Coal combustion is one of our most prevalent energy sources, however, it is insufficient. Coal-fired power plants release more greenhouse gases per unit of energy than any other electricity source. We generate energy from coal by burning coal, which releases several detrimental gases into the atmosphere. These gases include things such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, methane, mercury, particulates, carbon dioxide, and heavy metals. From the NRDC.org website, I found that 12.6 million Americans were exposed daily to toxic air pollution from active oil and gas wells. They are exposed to this pollution from transport and processing facilities that contain benzene and formaldehyde. Benzene is shown to be linked to childhood leukemias and blood disorders, along with formaldehyde being shown to be cancer-causing. These chemicals are released into the air by large industrial companies at a staggering rate. Through these emissions, we encounter several environmental and health impacts. Our environment is destroyed and altered, which affects human health, animal health, and our ecosystems that balance everything out. Along with water pollution, air pollution is immensely important when we address this type of method of producing energy. Coal combustion is an unsustainable way of producing energy. However, it is very cheap, so that is why we choose to use it. As these chemicals are emitted, they react with several others to form dangerous byproducts. One example of a byproduct of this process is fly ash. Fly ash is a residue created after this process. In the past, fly ash was released into the air through a smokestack. However, laws now require that most emissions of fly ash be captured by the pollution control devices. In the United States, fly ash and bottom ash are generally stored near power plants or landfills. Another important byproduct of this combustion is methane. Methane gas can explode if there is too much concentrated in an underground mine. This coal bed methane must be vented out of mines to make them safer environments to work in. Methane is a dangerous greenhouse gas that can trap heat from the sun and warm the earth above normal limits, along with carbon dioxide. Coal combustion contributes greatly to climate change, which is why we must take actions to find more efficient, sustainable ways of creating and producing energy. Another air pollution effect is the effect that these chemicals have on our human body systems. These harmful compounds make their way into our body systems through inhalation and are known to have evident detrimental effects on our health. One type of effect on our body is respiratory illness. Respiratory illness results commonly from sulfur dioxide, which contributes to acid rain, nitrogen oxides, which contribute to smog, particulates, which also create smog and haze, and carbon dioxide. Another effect of air pollution is lung disease that can form from particulates, silica, nitrogen oxides, and sulfur dioxide. Mercury and heavy metals are known to show an increase in neurological and developmental damage in both humans and animals. The individuals that are hit the hardest with these disorders are elderly people, children, and pregnant women. Elderly people are susceptible due to the fact that they have weak immune systems or underlying cardiovascular problems, basically because their body is breaking down. Children and pregnant women have difficulty based on the fact that their body systems are still developing and are in a crucial, fragile state. So you might ask, what can we do to improve our energy production and consumption? The EPA has introduced laws such as the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act, which require industries to reduce pollutants released into the air and water. Some coal industries have found ways to reduce sulfur and other impurities from coal and effective ways to make coal more efficient or reduce the amount of coal burned per unit of energy. New equipment has been introduced such as carbon capture, which separates carbon dioxide from emission sources and recovers it in a concentrated stream. Then it is injected underground for permanent storage. Scrubbers capture waste and use it to make products such as cement and synthetic gypsum. The land we use for these facilities can also be turned into airports, golf courses, and landfills. New energy sources have been discovered, and we see that we are making our way towards these clean alternatives. However, if we continue to move towards environmental destruction using coal, we may not be able to recover the damage we have already done if we do not act soon.